Hello and welcome everybody, I'm on Proud Bavarian and we are back in We the Revolution. And man, the last episode, I will admit, left me quite a bit shook, you know. Raymond doing what he did, under the circumstances that he did it in. And then of course the murder of Archbishop Gobel, or rather the former Archbishop Gobel, who would have been a very long-term adversary of ours, but now has been destroyed by his son. And as you can see, that had, Jesus, look at all of this. That's crazy. These three are allies, although Henriot is already straying from his path. Danton is somewhat of an ally, I guess, and Renard, of course, our enemy. Now, the way I see it, what we're going to do in this case is, I would like to give him an acquittal to show the power of the judge. If anybody goes against the judge, and anything should happen to them, they will not be protected. And I know this isn't justice, but nothing is justice anymore at this point. We are betraying Tinville. It's all just a big old mess. I would also say, by the way, that I think that my moral argument and my political, my realpolitik argument was sound. However, I can entirely understand if you disagree with what I did with Raymond, and at the end of the day, I would like to see him kind of, you know, talk to me, talk to my wife, talk to my son, to my father. Instead, he just sits down in the jury. A bit disappointing. Anyway, let's just proceed here. It's the case file compiled by Fabrice Poli. The defendant is youngest of Gérard Boutin, or is it Boutin? Let's just say Boutin. Strong evidence suggests that he killed the former Archbishop of Paris, Jean-Baptiste Gobel. Yesterday afternoon, in the victim's place of residence, a pistol shot was heard. Neighbors entered Gobel's room immediately and found a young man with a smoking gun in his hand. The victim was lying on the floor with a hole in his chest. They called the guard immediately as the young man refused to put the murder weapon away. Due to the position of the victim, the crime scene was attended by Commander-in-Chief François Henriot himself. Interesting. As the latter entered the room, he noticed that Boutin had finished loading the gun and was ready to shoot again, this time intending to kill himself. Henriot engaged in negotiations and after almost 20 minutes was able to convince the officer to lower the weapon. Guards immediately grabbed and incapacitated the murderer before leading him away to jail. During a short interrogation in a cell, the defendant remained silent. Henriot was present during this attempt to obtain information, which seems strange to me, but he is the commander-in-chief, so he can do as he pleases. Unfortunately, an incident took place. After the investigators left, one of the guards returned to the cell, threw himself at the defendant, and kicked him several times, shouting, "What do you know about Robespierre? What do you know about the commander?" I try to avoid rumors, but one piece of gossip would be crucial to this case. I need to learn more about this stuff. This is the political topic that we need to know more about. Monsieur le Juge is probably unaware, like most Parisians, that it is said young Boutin is Gobel's illegitimate son, the very same who has been the talk of the town lately. If that is true, we are dealing with both a tragedy and a mystery. Why would a son kill his own father? I have not been able to determine the truth. Perhaps you will. Alright, let's take a look at this. We have a pistol as the method, quite clearly. Commander-in-Chief of the National Guard. A suicide attempt. So we only have one possible mistake that we can make, and this is difficult because there are several ones that are extenuating circumstances, or at least seem like it, and like offender's personality. So I don't know. Maybe assaulting the defendant in extenuating circumstances. Alright, okay. Silence under arrest his personality. A suicide attempt. Maybe personality. Could have also been method. Probably is method, honestly. But let's take a look at this. Illegitimate son, extenuating circumstances. Commander-in-Chief of the National Guard. I don't know. Suicide attempt. I mean, we can make one mistake anyway. Why is Commander-in-Chief extenuating circumstances? Maybe because he's a witness? Let's talk to him. We would like the defendant to state his name. Gérard Boutin, son of Jean-Baptiste Gobel. He makes sure to name this. And the thing is, we know this person. So, like, he's been here and he has said, "Could you help me?" And we obviously said no because we were, hands were kind of bound behind our back when he came here. Incredible. Alright. Summon the witness. I assume the witness is Henriot. I don't know how to decide on this. I kind of like the reason that I gave you for acquittal earlier. Then at the same time, a death penalty would definitely please the common folk. Tell me about the assault first and foremost. They tried to interrogate me and I kept silent. Citizen Henriot asked me questions and I still kept silent. Then they all left. Please get to the details. A few minutes later, a guard came in and introduced himself by punching me in the face. Then he asked questions, just like the others. What questions? Mainly whether my father had said anything about Robespierre or Henriot. What about those two? What about those two? I guess they could tell you more about it than me. What happened next? The other guards came in and took him away. I think it is obvious that Citizen Henriot really wanted to find out if I knew anything. Let's talk about that. Let us talk about this. I don't know. I don't trust him. I never trusted him. I want to make this clear. I never trusted him, but I trust him even less now. He clearly is looking to save his own skin. In case anyone here has not recognized me, my name is Francois Henriot, and I'm Commander-in-Chief of the National Guard. How did he come to be at the scene of the crime? Several people came to the station shouting about a crime in Gobel's house. As I was nearby, I decided to attend to it myself. You happened to be nearby? A coincidence. They do happen from time to time. Did you arrive there quickly? I do not know how many minutes had passed, but I was there soon after the guards. What dealings do you have with Citizen Robespierre? None, in fact. We only communicated by letter once. He sent me congratulations after I was appointed Commander-in-Chief of the National Guard. Nevertheless, your subordinate asked about him while kicking the defendant. From all the things he could possibly ask, he was only concerned with what the defendant knew about Robespierre. I cannot explain it. Has he told you anything? And if he has? I was asking out of curiosity. But if he has not, then it would seem to me the guard must have been wrong to think that Gerard Bottin had obtained adverse information. Can I ask you about the information in any way? Why do you keep silent? Why do you reload the weapon? I decided it was no longer necessary for me to continue with my life. That is obvious. He committed a terrible crime. Not for that reason. My mother will die soon. My father lay dead before me. I will probably be guillotined for shooting him. You will. And even if I was released, I would be finished as a military officer. The court would pass its sentence, and then my commanding officers would pass their own. That would be against the law. I can see that you have not been in the army, citizen. But however it is viewed, my suicide would have been regarded as an honorable end to the affair. That is what I think. Then why did he let himself talk out of it? I'm thinking here. I'm thinking, what exactly could Henriot want with Bottin? Because at the end of the day, if he wanted to keep information secret, he would have just let him commit suicide. That's just the way it is. You know, realistically speaking, that gets rid of the problem, unless there's a longer string attached. What if he wanted to use him? Because I'm thinking, right? What do we do with this lad? Why do you keep silent? Because all of a sudden, many important figures became interested in me. I was visited by Citizen Hebert, then later Henriot came in with the guards. What does that have to do with anything? Each of them asked if my father had told me something unusual before my death, anything that shocked or frightened me. And did he? The revolution is not yet over, and you can only promise me, Monsieur le Juge, that you will take care of my mother. It is not up to judges of this tribunal to make promises of that kind. Tell me where she is, and her homeland will take care of her. Do not say, then, as you wish. I'm not interested. I'll be real with you. I would only ask these questions if we wanted to guillotine him. I don't really want to guillotine him. I don't see the reason to do it. And I'm not really interested what happened. I mean, you know, we know what happened. We know more about the story than the investigators. Probably even more than Henriot. I'm gonna... I know it's not... This is not justice. Let's make this clear. He killed his father with personal, very emotional reasons. That does qualify as murder. I realize this. There's no extenuating circumstance in, you know, for example, self-defense. This just does not exist. He admits to the crime. However, I wanna, and I know that the game probably will not understand this, but I will send a signal that looks like I killed Gobel, right? I want to let him go to make it clear that if my enemies pass away, their murderers will be secured. So I'm going to acquit him. Let's take a look at... Do we have a mini-trials today? We do not. Okay, fair enough. Let's take a look at this. We have two questions that we can't really... What pushed the... blah blah... rumors about the... I guess I can ask one of the two questions, huh? Please explain the rumors. What rumors? Everyone knows the truth by now anyway. Do you want me to exaggerate it and present some dramatic detail to the cattle can have... So the cattle can have some fun? We're not animals. Why do you not tell the truth when these revelations were disclosed? I swore to my mother. That was the only reason I needed. Did you want to take the secret with you to the grave? Oh, they actually... Why does my family want him dead? I don't understand that. Why? That would have been best. A family's secrets should not be discussed and mocked by outsiders. Are you talking about us again? Will you not defend yourself? I already have. By shooting my father, I defended both my honor and that of my mother. Now I will die with dignity. Nah, really, I'm gonna quit him. None of you can convince me otherwise. I will send this signal even if my family hates it. He can take care of his mum, so that's good for him as well. No. He's guilty. He's guilty. But this is not about justice at this point anymore. This is just about... Oh, I actually don't know. Wait a minute. Was it a local baker? Yeah, it was a neighbor, right? But I don't see anything about a neighbor here. But Henriot said he wasn't there first. Probably a local baker then. Henriot said he wasn't there first. He was there a bit after the guards. That is what he said. If this answer is not correct, then Henriot, like, there's some lie in here that I didn't notice until now. What pushed the defendant to commit murder? Antipathy towards the defendant. Did the defendant confirm the rumors? Yes. Alright. We should not kill the boy. Let him go. And leave me to live in disgrace? Absolutely. You gotta take care of your mum, dude. Be disgraced all you want. Take care of your mum. I want the message out there. But he was the one who fired the gun. So now we're letting murderers walk free? Absolutely. What are you gonna do about it? Yeah, this is what I'm saying. How is this the incorrect choice? I remember specifically Henriot saying that he was there slightly after the other guards. So Henriot lied to us. Coincidence, my ass. Interesting. Interesting. And I'll be real with you. If you disagree with his sentence, I completely get it. Like this, you know, I empathetically agree that this was not justice, but that's sometimes just what you get. Yeah, I know. All of you hated it. I know. Why don't we clean out the attic, huh? Really want to visit the grave. Let's just clean out the attic. Sure. I don't even know what we're going to do on the map anymore at this point. Primarily because we already built a statue. What do we do now? What's the point? Hello, everyone. We lost... Are you kidding me? We lost both. We lost both of them. Oh, God. Oh, and... I see. Oh, they did it against me, not even... Come on, man. Alright, so... just ridiculous. Let's free him first. This is easy money. We've done this before, multiple times. I'm gonna commence persuasion. Right, you're carefree. You are no opinion, so probably manipulation or carefree. I'm gonna go with carelessness. Should look for real criminals. Yeah, this looks fine. Sure. Not even gonna read these out loud. This is just, you know, hey, they're gonna be happy. We've done this 2 times already. I'm not gonna fail now. And then they're gonna say, wow, yeah, you know, what a coincidence. We're gonna work together now, bro. Alright, you two can fight just so that he can't take it over. They will take this over, but I want to keep the +3 influence points for the time being. And I'm actually going to move you over here just so that you are over there. Can't really move you anywhere. Can I move him? No, okay. I'll have him over here. Whatever, dude. Doesn't really... I don't get the map game right now. I'll be honest with you. Why are we doing it? Robespierre supports the clergy. Let us start with rumors that could disturb Robespierre's impeccable reputation. We will use Hebert's words and suggest that Robespierre unofficially supports the corrupted clergy. That Hebert's papers, Le Père Duchesne, make a few suggestions that the church bored Robespierre and paid for his support. We want to hear whispers on the streets claiming, in this case, overthrowing the idol would be a good thing. David will try to convince the local bourgeoisie to consider the alliance, even though they are terrified of it. Clovis will blackmail a few priests by threatening them with the guillotine, convincing them to spread their rumors. Ramel, disguised as a priest, will spread rumors about... Now, we're gonna go with David. David, you will figure it out. It is time to drag Tinville out of the shadows. Concealed maneuvers are Robespierre's speciality. The crowd must believe that Tinville will restore order in the Committee of Public Safety. The convention will follow it blindly as they find the streets even more terrifying than Robespierre. We need to go here. We failed twice already. Fuck me. What? What do you mean? Oh no. Oh, I almost like, whew. No. This just means it's still in the realm of a failed intrigue, but these two were actually successful. Alright. Oh lordy. Don't scare me like that, will you? Alright, these two will fight. I don't know who will win there, but, you know, we gotta figure it out. Could have probably used a, you know, point for the, at the statue and the buildings and whatever, but, it's fairly inconsequential. All of those bonuses, I looked at it off camera, they are so inconsequential, I actually don't really care for them. Today we only have several minor cases to deal with, sure. A drunk Marty Bouillet tried to bribe an officer of the guard with 8 francs. The son of Count Bouillet was found wandering around Paris late at night, walking people up by banging at the doors and singing. I mean, I don't know, dude. So obviously this is going to go down if I guillotine him. But maybe the risk of the death, or maybe the common folk, I mean, will go up if I guillotine him. So yeah, there you go. Yvon Pouillon, a married baker, was caught in bed with his younger love by the latter's father. Pouillon ran away, jumping through a window onto the roof of a neighboring house and breaking a few tiles. The holy maid was so big that rain destroyed several items. Right, there you go. Frédéric Bizet, the director of one of the departments of the Ministry of Internal Affairs, has appointed his younger brother as the head of the secretariat. Furthermore, Frédéric Bizet regularly pays him a bonus for his professional successes. Interestingly, the other officials claim that they have never seen the younger Bizet. Sure, corruption. Gaël Camille. When military quartermasters arrived at it, is it all just... It's all just royalty, one revolutionary. When military quartermasters arrived at a river port to confiscate goods needed at the front, one of the merchants started to incite the others. Gaël Camille ran around the port yelling. Luckily, there were enough soldiers to bring things under control. He'll be fine. Ignace Lefebvre. Ignace Lefebvre lost control of the horse that was pulling his cart. The cart skidded and hit a group of passers-by. 2 people died on the spot and several had to be taken to hospital. Lefebvre was sober and was the first person to provide help to the injured. No, that's a... No. Absolutely not. Paulette Pernet. Paulette Pernet allegedly stole the laundry of her neighbor Adrienne Escoffier. The clothes were drying in the yard. The apartment of the accused was searched, and investigators found bedsheets that were immediately recognized by Escoffier, yet Pernet would not confess. Hey. I mean, you don't get a death sentence for this, you know? Sorry, mate. Don't get a death sentence for stealing laundry. Are you kidding? Nah, so, you know, I could have balanced this a bit better, but I'm honestly so fine because we can sacrifice revolutionary influence at any point. What is going on here with the hierarchy? De Stael. Known in Paris primarily for running a political salon, she is a woman shut out of the world of big politics and instead operates from behind the scenes. Ambitious and eager to emerge from the shadows of her male counterparts, she is the right person for handling matters best discussed in the privacy of the boudoir. She's also well educated and familiar with the intricacies of high society. Well, interesting. We'll take a look at how the intrigue goes and how she gets integrated into the intrigue on our side or as an enemy. Why is everybody so angry?
Do you want to keep being hungry? Do you wish to continue witnessing the bribery among those who rule us? No! We must get to Robespierre! Tinville will save us! Tinville! We want bread!
Yo, all I'm saying is that if you're holding speeches like this, we're literally saying we want Robespierre. That's grounds for being killed, you know? Come on, man. Manipulation, we're gonna go with carelessness, and then will we have your support? This should work. Sure. 2 perfect arguments, I'll take it.
The committee became entangled in bribery and treason. Who else can cut the Gordian knot, if not the guardian of the law?
That's right, brother. This is only a strong argument. I think I'm gonna still pick it because I don't want to risk, you know, actually having a big issue.
Nobody but Prosecutor Tinville was brave enough to do that.
I think we should get here with a manipulation.
Danton decided to sacrifice himself and make room for Tonville. Are you going to support him too?
Oh, we didn't quite get there. Questionable success. Yeah, we didn't quite get there. I wanted to go like just a tiny millimeter more. Oh, he's angry. Did I fail? Oh, they're cooperating.
It is high time I pay attention to that judge of yours.
Oh boy. This is an issue. I think we failed. What happened here anyway? Nothing. Let's just do a short concert. I just want her to get the reputation up. We're fine even with the people. That's like no problem whatsoever. The main issue that arises here to me is, did I fail with the intrigue? Because if so, that sucks. But I mean, I wouldn't know. Why did we lose everything? Don't even talk to me. We just lost so much territory. Alright, we're gonna be fighting, yeah? You're gonna be wounded. You're moving on apparently. Oh, 2. Oh, alright, okay. Oh, I see how it is. What are you gonna do, huh? Take this over, I guess? Probably don't actually want to have you take it over, though. To be fair, we don't need any of the building sections anymore. Like, look around us, right? I don't know if control of Paris means much one way or another, but what I do know is that, I would love to move over there, but we just simply can't do it. Putting out this would also be kind of nice, I guess. But I don't want to put out red territory, you know? Like, that's just nonsense. I don't want to take this, though, seeing as it is just building. It's just a building upgrade. Who needs that? Let's scout this section, I guess, and let's take a look at the intrigue here. It both failed. Failure. Deep down, they may even know that you are right, but they do not care. They prefer to wait. God damn it, I failed. Right, that's one failure. Arresting Danton's friends. François Chabot and Claude Bazir, loyal friends of Danton, were arrested today at Robespierre's request. We apparently succeeded at provoking Robespierre to fire warning shots. I doubt that Chabot and Bazir will be taken to court quickly, as it is far more probable that they will be kept in prison to soften Danton. We must make another move fast. The convention should tell Robespierre that he's going too far. In the dead of the night, Clovis and a group of Muscadines will arrange the flight of the 2 prisoners. The Muscadines will probably treat this as some form of entertainment. Most importantly, we must deal with evidence against them. Without it, Robespierre will not be able to convict them. 70%, Jesus. Using Camille Desmoulins. So far, Desmoulins was not involved in the crusade against Robespierre. When people started whispering that he must be a coward, he decided to prove them wrong and announced his willingness to help eliminate the incorruptible. His Le Vieux Cordelier is a perfect place to publish an article claiming that Robespierre wants to bring the army to the streets of Paris. We should also use the rumors about political prisoners being maltreated, tortured, and sexually harassed. This should fit well with Cabot and Bazir being arrested and stimulate the imagination of the common folk. We lost one already. Yeah, there you go. So, let's just hope that we're not going to fail this entire intrigue. Even if it's not going to be a perfect intrigue, I would still be happy with it. But if we, if we fail the entire intrigue, I mean, I think that's game over. I'm at least pretty sure. I'm not entirely convinced, as I have never experienced it myself, but I don't want to experience it. This is the French Revolution. You only die once here, YOLO. Fencing school. Horace Laval, a famous fencer, wants to teach his art at a private school that will be based in one of the sections of Paris. However, even the most prominent names cannot be sure of meeting the financial needs of local officials. Laval came to you when the employees of City Hall asked for too high a bribe for all the required documents and permits. He doesn't want to give you any names, as he's unwilling to stigmatize the officials, but he believes that the support of a judge will be enough to convince them to take a smaller, more fitting token of gratitude. Absolutely. This is what I have my influence for, if you ask me. Who are you? Who art thou? I mean, I think we're gonna go with the death penalty, yeah. Charles Etienne. After the torrential rain that haunted Paris 2 weeks ago, a drowned boy was found in one of the sewers leading to the Seine. He was not more than 14 years old. His neat clothes led us to believe that he was not an urchin, so we started to look for his family. The search did not yield the expected results. A few days later, an anonymous denunciation was left at one of the National Guard posts. Its author claimed that the mysterious corpse was connected to a mansion in the northern suburbs of Paris. A patrol sent to check on the revelations was forced to retreat when someone started shooting at them from the doorstep. The soldiers returned with reinforcements to discover a terrifying scene. 4 suspicious-looking men were loading young, dazed boys like bags of potatoes. 10 boys were found in the building, all from the country, and none older than 15. The basement was filled with shelves, lined with jars of laudanum from the apothecary. There was also a paddock with sheep, goats, cows, horses, and dogs. 2 of the 4 men were captured alive. They testified that the disturbing place was a kind of brothel belonging to a certain Raoul Battier. The guards lay in ambush and caught the host together with 2 clients. I mean... Alright, first of all, we have 5 symbols. Only 5 symbols. Are there traps in here? There are 2 traps in here. So what do we have? We have a drowned boy, doorstep, shooting from the doorstep, animals, and 2 clients. Drowned boy, clients, paddock with animals, shooting. So mention and neat clothes are not part of it. Those are the traps. Method, drowned boy is obviously an accusation. Also the victim, by the way. Clients are the the accusation. Shooting from the doorstep is an accusation. And then you are the method. Alright, there you go. We also got an achievement right there. What is it? Sherlock, unlock all questions in 25 cases. Please introduce yourself. Raoul Battier, at your service. No, thank you. Do I understand correctly that you work as a procurer? I wouldn't use such strong words. We were merely providing entertainment to the rich and served several particularly demanding clients. You'd be amazed by how many of them you know personally. Are you pleading guilty? I was merely providing a product that was in high demand. You mean young boys? I'd rather say that I was trading for a pleasant time. Oh, he's gonna get it. Fucking hell. What a woo, there. He's gonna get it, yeah? Let's just agree to that. Your people opened fire on the National Guard. Did you give the order? That's been a tragic misunderstanding. That's all. You seem to be very confident. Do you know the fate that may await you? The guillotine and nothing else. You are a reasonable person. The mob wants blood, of course, but you know that entrepreneurs can be forgiven for the minor sins they commit. What a dumbass defense. What do you call a minor sin? My people were on edge, nervous, and confused your people with, well, burglars, I suppose. It happens. So you believe that nothing bad really happened? Well, if you were to close every small business for trivial reasons, France would go bankrupt. Do not change the subject. Were you planning to smuggle the boys somewhere? They're still young and were scared by the shots, so we had to move them somewhere quieter. No, dude. None of what he says actually checks out. Like, this is one of the worst cases so far in the sense that there's nothing that is innocent here. Unless he has something against me personally in his hand. If your clients like to feast after their perverted pleasures, oh, they did not come for food at all. The wealthy citizens of Paris have very surprising preference. Jesus. They can find a regular horde every corner. We were visited by people who wanted something more. Are you trying to say that your clients had intercourse with cattle? There's no need for such crass descriptions. You call for freedom and at the same time forbid people a little. He's like an ANCAP. That's just ridiculous. Those boys who were in prison in your, what do you call it, business, were they also free? Were they copulating or not? They were indeed. They were willing and they got paid well, so why not? Now, this is ANCAP paradise and I'm going to put an end to it. You hear me? If you're ANCAP right now, please come with me to the guillotine. You were kidnapping, drugging, and murdering children. The corpses were then thrown into the sewer. Do you admit it, citizen? They were lost country boys. Someone in Paris would have abused them anyway. They'd have ended up as tenants or factory workers, slaving for a piece of bread. We gave them a much better alternative. Did they think the same? Did you even try to find out what they wanted? I'm not sure. My people were supposed to do that. My people were supposed to do that. We would love to talk to them. Unfortunately, you killed them when attacking my mansion. How convenient for you. Did you drug the kids with laudanum? A glass of wine with a little opium helped those sweet boys to unwind before work. They begged for it. How could I say no? Alright, you wanted to avoid it. Sure thing, buddy. Started shooting the guards because with burglars, who were the children? Young villagers looking for happiness in Paris. People dazed with... I think it's... What the fuck? What is laudanum? Laudanum? Jars of laudanum. Wait a minute, I actually have to Google what that is. I don't know what that is, as stupid as it sounds. What is it in German? It's opium, huh? Oh, it's just laudanum. Okay, I know now it's opium. I mean, I would have guessed that, but like I wasn't sure. I had no idea. Laudanum. Alright, boy. Goodbye. Have a good one. Now, that was the easiest case they've ever given to me. Maxing out the Revolutionary player, by the way, not too good. Because, like, it's just wasted. Everything we get for them is just wasted. Citizen Batier, you have committed hideous crimes. This city will breathe a sigh of relief when your head finally rolls down the street. Death to the monster. No more hurting children. Why not drown him in the Seine? That would only be fair. Sure. Go get him, boys. We did do this already. Yes, I even confirmed it. Very nice. So now to the guillotine. It is. Alright, let's hold a speech here. They're oversensitive, so probably manipulation? I'm not actually sure. Could be humility. This is the crime, probably aggression. Oh, really? A weak argument. I mean, we're good. We're good to go here, really. We're gonna go with manipulation, I think, up there. I mean, at least I want to try it, right? Future generations will remember that we were not. Oh, really? They hated that. Jesus. God damn. Alright, interesting. That should have been a humility right there, but good to know. The reign of the previous rulers, right. We've all heard those speeches before. We didn't really do anything here with this speech, but it still gives you a bit of reputation just to hold it, as long as you don't end up negatively. You will be the next to lose your head. You will be defeated by lust. What a weirdo. I mean, goes a bit further than weirdo, I guess. But that's a clubbing, yeah. Oh, we didn't even see the faces? What? They stopped showing the faces? Alright, time to go home, boys. Everybody liked that, of course. Should probably actually visit his grave so that our father likes it a bit. I think our wife can deal with it. Right? Probably. How far will you drop? Yeah, she can deal with it. Okay. What's the intrigue doing? Please tell me we didn't fail. My god. Oh, we actually defeated someone? What? Never knew that could even happen. Right, he did that, obviously. There's so many of them, it's just sickening. Frankly, yeah, they also went through with it. Oh, really? Yeah, Renard is just like, they have so many goddamn agents, I swear to god. Can't go there with him, obviously. If I went here, right? Not that it... I'm just gonna take this over for the moment. Lure enemy agents. You think they're gonna figure that out? I don't know. No idea. What I could just do, and I think I'm gonna do that, I think we're just gonna move in and increase my influence there, just so that, you know, even if they do take anything over, we're gonna retake things. Alright, let's take a look at the... Ah, come on! God damn. Wait a minute, what? Did it succeed? Did it succeed, though? Hey. Oh, okay. This succeeded. That is all I wanted to see. Okay. Hébert and some of his closest colleagues were arrested at noon. The same thing happened to Danton, who has long been a thorn in the side of Robespierre. They were accused of a number of crimes, and tomorrow their trials shall begin. The arrests are proving that Henriot betrayed us. He reached an agreement with Robespierre and chose the side that benefits him most. What a surprise. Danton and Hébert are your allies, but you will not be able to save them both. You must choose which one to try and save. The other will most probably be tried by another judge and quickly sent to the guillotine. He will feel betrayed. Remember that what one can view as betrayal among allies, another will call climbing the social ladder something normal. Wait a minute, let me just take a look at this. I think I kind of like Danton better. This is... I'm actually not quite sure here. Primarily. I feel like I don't want to save Danton. I don't know. Danton is just eyeing for this spot, right? But that is supposed to be my spot, meaning that if I save Hébert, I have somebody that long term will try to remain under me to survive, you know? So I think I'm gonna try to save Hébert. I don't feel strongly towards either. We had more interactions with Danton so far. However, at the same time, Danton I don't know. I never really had a positive, positive opinion of him. I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna go with Hebert. Maybe I think we can use him better. That's why I'm gonna do that anyway. And that is what we do on the map here today. Not gonna use my influence points in hopes that we can use them today, maybe. Day 12. Oh, what a surprise. It's Hebert, huh? And we're gonna quit. Oh, ooh. Yeet. Still made it. Alright, I'm gonna quit him for sure, yeah. What is this? He took a moment to write a letter about bribery, the needs of Paris and its citizens, the dangers of an imminent war, and the absolutely monstrous corruption of officials. You promised to go after criminals who preclude people like Horace Laval from working for the glory of the Republic. Your message must have been clear enough, as the officials did not even ask for payment for their efforts. Honestly, should have probably just ignored that looking at that, Jesus. But I can acquit him, and now I can no longer actually acquit him. Do we have minor cases? We do. Okay, we're gonna do this tomorrow. Thank you so much for tuning in. And tomorrow we're gonna do some minor cases, trying to get him to not get us killed. I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you so much for tuning in, and later, alligator.